For the Australian one, they are also looking for people who have extraordinary ability. They're looking for talents that are highly skilled in certain sectors. And they're also looking at if you'll be able to attract a high salary. They have what they call fair threshold, which is about 162,000 Australian dollars. That doesn't necessarily mean you have to be earning that salary. For the Australian one, it's emphasized a lot. It can actually make a difference.
Mm.
Either if you have the salary, like you're currently earning the amount, or if you have an Australian employer where you have that salary equivalent, or if you can show an evidence that you can attract the salary. Either you have an Australian employer that is offering you employment with salary, or your current earnings in whatever country you are is equivalent to that amount, or you can evidence that you are likely to meet that criteria. They're also looking for people who are internationally recognized and have outstanding achievements in the priority sector. So the same way the UK has got the 5 endorsing bodies, one in tech, in arts, in sciences and humanities, in engineering, they have listed out 10 priority sectors. Of course, digital technology is one of them, but the other ones, like now in comparison to the UK, they have a broader scope that they cover of the sectors compared. So I've seen people coming from education, but they cannot apply for global talent visa because they it's they can't fit in into any of those categories that the UK has. In terms of evidence, there are similarities because on one side, the fact that had already done the UK one, and of course have been able to prove that I'm internationally recognized and I have outstanding achievements in the digital technology sector. That was already like a starting point for me. But then there were some other things that they were looking for. One of the things that really set them apart from the UK is the fact that you would need to be nominated by either a recognized organization or someone with national reputation in your field who is a permanent resident of Australia or Australian citizen or a New Zealand citizen. You need to be nominated. If you're not nominated by, and which is the hurdle, key hurdle, unlike the UK one, they aren't really nominating you, they are recommending you. But in this case, because the kind of evidence they will ask for the person to fill out their form. They're asking for some sensitive document like their passports or their PR letter. It has to really be someone can really attest for your work. More like having a guarantor.
Do they need to be somebody who worked with you?
They don't even need to have worked with you. For example, in the research space, someone picks up your work and your sector has to be aligned to their sector. They see your work, you connect with them, you network, and they find what you do really, like they see you as someone that has skill in that area, so they can endorse you for that. The way you endorse people on LinkedIn for a particular skill, but of course it goes a little further than that because this person is testing your skill. Unlike the UK one, where maybe you can have people from US, from any part of the world, as long as they are top people in their field or experts. In this case, they would also need to be, top persons in their field, but they would need to be Australian PR citizen or New Zealand. That's the key difference. Other
Hmm.
than that, most of the other evidence and process not very far from what you have with the UK
Okay.
one.